Hi everyone. So today we have a nice flow to go with our theme of winding down. So this yoga is something you can do at the end of your day to kind of wind down from your day. You can also do it kind of whenever you don't really know what to do with yourself, when you have too much time in your hands and not enough to do, which is kind of the theme of my life right now. In lockdown, I find myself constantly not really knowing what to do with myself. So this is a great flow to just kind of take a couple seconds to hop on your mat and to kind of just get the energy flowing, move the negative, dull, or stagnant energy, and just kind of come back to yourself, a way to recenter and just wind down. So we'll begin in our nice comfortable seat. So Sukhasana, or easy pose, so just cross legs, sit however feels comfortable. Just let your hands rest on the top of your thighs or your knees and ground down through those sit bones. Sit up nice and tall and just take a couple breaths here to come into this moment. So leaving everything that you were doing before and everything that you plan to do after, just leaving those outside and stepping onto the mat, coming into the present moment. And take a couple deep breaths here. And when you're ready, you can bat your eyelashes open and we'll sit down, grounding down through the sit bones. Sit up nice and tall through the crown of the head. Take a nice big breath in, lengthen the spine, and on our exhale we'll take a twist. So our left hand is going to come to our right knee and right hand is going to swim around the body into a twist. Take a nice deep breath in here, straighten, elongate the spine if you can, and exhale, deepen the twist, gazing over our right shoulder. Inhale, we'll come back through center, again, ground through the sit bones, lengthen through the crown of the head, and exhale, we'll take our twist on the other side. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to deepen the twist, gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center, and you can repeat those twists as many times as you feel necessary for you in your practice. And when you're ready and you're finished with your twists, we'll just step our feet out in front of us and we'll just windshield wiper the legs a bit, kind of get some energy moving here. So you can just bring your hands a little bit behind you. We'll come up onto the fingertips if you want, and we'll just take both legs over to the right. Through the inhale, we'll lift the knees back up, and exhale, take them over to the left. And you may notice that one hip is really tight and the other is not so tight. And just be gentle with yourself, finding all this dust on myself. And we'll just, again, just like with the twist, do as many as you feel necessary for your body. If these are uncomfortable and they just aren't feeling right, you don't have to do them. And when you're ready, we'll come to just plant the feet in front of us, and we will rock back until we feel that point where our core kind of connects and just comes alive. And from here, we'll bring our hands to rest behind the thighs, and we'll inhale, bringing the toes up to our Navasana, or boat pose. Roll the shoulders down the spine, open up the heart, and when you've got your balance and you're nice and steady, and of course you can keep the toes lowered onto the ground here, heels lifted, or we can just have them here parallel to the ground. Release the hands, gazing forward. We're here for 5 breaths. Take a nice deep breath in and out through the nose. And again, in, exhale. 3 more. Inhale, lift the chest, exhale. Feel in those abs. Inhale, Smile, exhale. Here we go, last one. Inhale. Exhale, we can cross the ankles here. And we'll just transition through to our tabletop position. So as always, we'll check in with the foundations here. Our wrists should be right underneath our shoulders. Knees are stacked under the hips. Tops of the feet are pressing into the earth. And we'll just do a little cat-cow. We're going to do 5 of them. So really connect with your own breath here. So we'll inhale, tailbone draws up. Scoop the belly, gaze goes forward. Open up the chest. Press into the tops of the feet on the exhale and round the spine, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, moving with your own breath. So don't mind the video here. Maybe you close your eyes and just connect to your breath. And you sync your movement. Each inhale with your cat. Each exhale with your cow. And on your next inhale, you'll come to a flat back or a tabletop position. Walk the knees out as wide as the mat, bringing the 2 big toes to touch. We'll walk our hands to the top of our mat and send our hips all the way back, melting the chest and the forehead down to the earth for our extended child's pose. Just taking a couple breaths here in our child's pose. Nice deep breaths. And on your next inhale, we'll come back up to our tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and we'll replace our palms with our forearms. From here, we'll just walk our knees back 1 step. Or if you're taller than me, maybe 2 steps. And we'll keep our toes pressing into, or the tops of our feet pressing into the earth. And we'll send our hips up towards the sky, melting the chest towards the thighs. Opening up the shoulders here in our Anahata puppy pose. Forehead can kiss the mat here. Just a couple breaths. Opening up and winding down. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we'll just ripple forward. So kind of mimic the ocean here. And we'll just ripple all the way forward, bringing the belly all the way down. Our fingertips are in line with the tops of the shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades together. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale to your nice strong cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. Inhale, we'll press it up to our child's pose. So from here, this is our normal child's pose before we did extended. So extended child's pose is when our knees are open wide, and our normal child's pose is when our knees are actually together. And we just sit back on the feet. And our hands can either be extended or we can swing them around to meet at the soles of the feet. Just take a couple breaths here. Nice slow movement for this practice. So we're winding down, not necessarily trying to ignite any heat, but just to get some energy moving. On our next inhale, we'll come back up to our tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. From here, we'll tuck the toes under. And on our exhale, we'll lift it up to our plank. So any micro adjustments that you need to do here. If you need to walk your feet back, really turn those abs on. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, we'll hinge the hips up and back to our downward facing dog. And of course I'm cracking. So pedal out the feet. And again, remember, we're moving nice and slow, winding down. We're not in any rush here. Melt the chest towards the thighs. Really breathe into your armpit chest here, trying to extend the rib cage out a little bit more either side. Make some space in the ribs. And on your inhale, we'll just step the right foot up to our lunge. And here we'll just play with it. We'll maybe shift onto the tiptoes of the left foot, draw the heel back, cracking again. And maybe we just rock here for a little bit. And we can leave this left leg lifted, or we can lower it, completely up to you. And on our inhale, we'll sweep the hands all the way up. Hips are nice and square to the top of the mat. Right knee is lifted over the right ankle. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, paint the wall as you send your hands down to frame your front foot. Come up onto the fingertips, and our left foot, we're just going to pivot and plant it kind of toes facing the back of our room, or the side of our room, so the long edge of our mat. We'll keep our right hand on the outside, or if it's easier for you, on the inside, completely up to you. And we'll inhale the left fingertips up towards the sky. This is our kind of a trikonasana variation here. From here, we'll take our left hand and we'll swing it all the way to the back of the mat, plant the fingertips, and with our right leg, we'll pivot it and extend it so it's parallel to the short edge of our mat. Lift the hips up towards the sky, and we'll inhale the right fingertips up and over. A side plank variation here. From here, we'll cartwheel both hands over to the back of our mat, and we'll come to our plank again. So we're now facing the back of our room. We're on the complete wrong way of our mat, if you will. Holding steady here in our plank. And exhale, we'll take it up to our down dog. Pedal out the feet. Moving nice and slow. Winding down. Shifting our perspective a little here by moving from the back of our mat. And on our next inhale, we'll step the left foot up to the top. Come up onto the fingertips, and we'll just rock a little back and forth here. Moving that stagnant energy, breaking it up. And then, again, you can keep the back leg lifted here, or we can lower it. Yogi's choice. Hips are square to the front of the mat, so pull the left hip crease back. And on your inhale, we'll sweep the fingertips up towards the sky. Draw the shoulders away from the ears here as if you're holding a big beach ball in your hands. Nice and strong. And exhale, we'll send both hands down to frame our front foot. So again, left hand can be on the outside of the left foot or the inside, completely your choice. We'll swing the right toes to face the long edge of our mat. So we're kind of coming to face the front edge. This is the left edge. And we'll just, either keeping the hand planted here or up on the fingertips, we'll extend the right hand and reach it up. And whenever you're ready, we'll float the right fingertips to the front of our mat. Pivot the left foot, really press into the outer edge of that left leg. Lift the hips up towards the sky, and we'll bring our left fingertips up and over. Vastisthasana variation, or side plank variation. When you're ready, just as we did before, we'll pivot to the front, and come to our plank. Holding steady in our plank. 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees to the mat. And you can cross the ankles here and just come to our nice comfortable seat. Now from here, if you have a pillow or a cushion or a towel, anything, you can grab it and we'll place it just at the base of our sit bones. We'll bring the soles of our feet together, really together. And this is our Baddha Konasana, butterfly cobbler pose. And we're going to make it a supine version. So we're going to lay back, using your hands. Come all the way down. And bring the hands to rest on the belly. Pressing the soles of the feet together. Opening up the hips. And just taking a couple breaths here. Coming into the body. Finding calmness and peace. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Sending the inhale all the way down to the belly. And exhaling it all out fully. On your next inhale, we'll bring our knees up towards the ceiling, planting our feet firmly in the ground. So just like our root to rise, nice strong, grounding through the feet, grounding through all 4 corners. We'll press into our feet, squeeze our thighs together as we lift the hips up towards the sky on an inhale. And just move our cushion, our block out of the way. And exhale, we'll roll down 1 vertebra at a time, all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest. Maybe you rock a little side to side or a little circle and just massage the low back. And then we'll extend the right leg all the way down, hugging in the left knee. We'll release both hands out to this nice T position here. And whenever you're ready, we'll take the left knee all the way over to the right side. And we're gazing over our right arm here. A little supine twist, making sure we maintain the health of our spine. We're just counterbalancing that little back bend in our bridge. And whenever you're ready, you can inhale and come back to center. Hug the knees in again. And this time we'll release the left leg all the way down, hugging the right knee in. Maybe you do a little ankle circle, whatever feels good. And we'll release the hands out to our T and send the right knee over to the left side, gazing over to the right. Inhale, come back up to center, hug those knees in. And this time we'll just extend them all the way up to the sky. And this is a really great posture to do before bed. So if your bed is up against a wall, you can do this in bed. If not, just kind of push your mat up to the wall and you can put your legs up onto the wall, just like this, hands resting on the belly. And just stay here for about 5 to 10 breaths, and that's said to help you sleep better. It improves your quality of sleep. So we'll stay here for a few more breaths. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, you can just release the legs all the way down, opening them up as wide as the mat. Roll the shoulder blades down the spine, let the hands fall wherever feels comfortable. And we'll stay here in our Shavasana, winding down, letting go, and surrendering. So of course, if you can stay in your Shavasana for a couple breaths, please feel free. If you have to get up and get moving, that's no problem. You can always return to this video throughout your day whenever you need a chance to kind of come back, recenter, wind down. This is a great flow to use if you are ever feeling really stressed or anxious. I like to just step on the mat and move really slow. I'm not, moving too heavy. I'm not out of breath all the time. I'm just slowly and gently stretching out and moving my body. So I hope you find this video helpful. Bye!